Okay guys, sorry, I didn't have much time to record and make a video talking about this banner that is going to be upcoming. Anyway, before I go ahead and start, we did react to this live stream. It was by far one of the most boring live streams yet, where the first half, it just was a nothing burger, really. They just promoted the Swimsuit Burn the Witch banner, and just said, hey, you have a week left to summon, and that was literally it. And we just had to wait until the second half of the news, where it doesn't really give us much besides the fact that you can now sell up to 1k accessories at a time instead of just 50. And Epic Raids wasn't really all that, and then they pretty much showed us the banner. And oh boy, I think that this is by far the worst banner in the entire year of 2025, because there's just no reason to summon on this banner. There's no crown format, so you're not even going to be guaranteed one of the two units by step 10, and you have to go to step 20, and it has a really bad filler pool as well, because the filler pool consists of seasonal characters that you can already get for free from the free multis. And the only limited 1000-year blower seasonal characters are these two right here. That is it. The rest of the banner is pretty garbage. Like, there's just no reason. You're just losing orbs by summoning on the banner. And why is the banner bad outside of the filler pool? Well, you see, these two characters right here, they're cool and all. I do like that we have Chinese uniforms for Rukia and Orihime, but this banner right here is a double NAD banner, and sadly this banner pales in comparison to what we had with Ringiku and Neliel. Ringiku literally does well in melee human GQ. If you had her max transcended, right, people were able to get 57 with her, as long as they had Soifon on the side with, of course, Academy Shuhei. And Neliel was a very big MVP for the Melee All-Ronker Guild Quest. It was what allowed Nini and Astronaut to do well in the GQ rotation in the first place. And here, it's like, you don't really need these characters. At all. Because Melee Human... Funny enough, Rukia is the normal attacking character for Melee Human. And as I stated, you're good. You don't need this character. And let's say you don't have Ringiku, right? Soifon is still the booster. And you can still run the Speed Yama, which still does very well in Guild Quest, and then just bring a buffer for Soifon, and you should still be able to clear the GQ rotation, get all the extra waves done, get it out the way. And Orihime, she is a normal attacking character for the ranged no affiliation GQ. So you would think that this character would be helping out the likes of Swimsuit Noelle and Toshiro. Well, what if I told you guys that we already have a NAD unit that exists and does as good as her, but has better value overall? You guys will see why in a good minute. So let's just talk about the characters now real quick. I don't want to make this video way too long as is. So Rukia, fun enough, she is a NAD character designed for GQ, and she doesn't have any GQ skills. Now, some people will look at it on a positive note because a lot of people tend to hate Guild Quest skills. But the way of how I am looking at this character, I think that having no GQ skills on a NAD character, unless you have the attack boost onto the character with increased element chance, I think it's going to suck on the unit, because this is literally what I'm seeing here. She only has Flurry 2, Long Reach of 20, Bruiser of 80%, Multi-Barrier, Medic, Poise, Healer, Strong Attack Reach Time of -12%, Booster, Paralysis Immunity of 200%. Yeah, and then she does have an EX skill, being normal attack damage of 35%, and the EX Team Party normal attack damage of 20 now. The EX skill, in my opinion, is pretty goddamn good. It's basically like a mini Senkaizen for normal attacking characters. Do I think it's needed? Not really. And considering this is a mid-month character, she's more than likely gonna pop up as a filler within 6 months' time from now. So there's that to also take into consideration. But, like I said, Melee Human, you're just so good on that rotation that you can still clear it just fine with using Soifon, Yama, and then a buffer. And if you have Ringiku, that's just going to be even better. So, I don't need to express much when it comes to the overall Guild Quest rotation, because it's still good with some really good characters. And the crazy thing about it, she also has the defeated enemy bonus too. But innate skills are also good. Marauder, Sprint +1, dodge human damage of 50%, and then the enemy defeated bonus. Defeat 15, you get melee damage of 20. Defeat 30, you get an additional bruiser, and then defeat 40, team party damage to status element affected enemies of 20%. Why is this not as a 6-star ability? Like, I would easily replace healer for this. And then we're talking, because this is another boosting NAD character that can provide more damage to element affected enemies. And if you have Rengiku, oh yeah, that becomes stronger. And it would be also a great substitute if you don't have access to Swimsuit Masaki, but that isn't the case at all. So yeah, there's that. I just think that the lack of GQ skills are not gonna help the character as much. She is still gonna be good, don't get me wrong, but like, if we're looking into comparing her DPS compared to Yama, outside of the boosting value, which Soifon is already gonna give, yeah, I think that she is gonna be a tad bit weaker than Yamamoto in this kind of case, which is crazy to even think about. Unless, of course, you did get more duplicates into the character and you get the EX skill to a higher multiplier. So that's it. Because this is the max that you're going to get, 20%. So, yeah, don't have much to state with this character right here. And then Orihime. Now, she has Guild Quest skills and is a lot stronger than Rukia, because if you take a look at everything else, yeah, she has Flurry 3 in Guild Quests. She has the extra killer effect. She has the range damage too. And the crazy thing about this character is that she has more or less the same damage multipliers as Rukia, and will do just as fine as her outside of Guild Quest. And in Guild Quest, she is just going to be a much stronger character. Why? Because she has access to Flurry. Look, the thing is, if you compare this Rukia to Swimsuit Neliel, Neliel has more so or less the same damage multipliers, but has Guild Quest skills, and has Flurry 3 in Guild Quest. So, yeah, that's it. Now, what's wrong with Orihime? They cooked her with a boost. She only has a minor boost. Why couldn't they have swapped this around and just, I don't know, give her the SA3 major boost, and then the SA1 the heal? I think it would have been so much better. That being said, the one thing I'm going to highlight here is the fact that for Path to Unity, this character can get most of the scores out, and you can farm the quest as efficiently as possible, because you are giving boosts, you are giving barriers, you are giving heals. The only thing that you're missing out on is just being able to give a revive, and then I think that this would have been the perfect support character for Path to Unity. But if you already have access to, like, a lot of the majority of the characters that exist in the game that can do so many different things, like Swimsuit Meninia, there's not really much of an incentive to summon for her, really, outside of just getting her for Guild Quest. And, again, they cooked her with the boost, and Thousand Year Blower Apache exists to do the boosting value, and is going to be a bit better. Yeah, Apache's going to be a bit behind compared to this Orihime, right, in terms of damage, but the boosting value that she has is going to be better. You want to have a 43% boost rather than a 23%. This is not what you would want to have. But besides that, I think that they structured Orihime's skills to be just fine. I think she got everything that I expected out of Rukia to get. It's just that they cooked her with a boost. So, in that case, like I said for Melee Human, I think it's fine. You can just go well without Rukia. Orihime, only if you do not have access to Apache. But in my case, just to give you guys an example, I don't have Apache. And, I do have access to Swimsuit Noelle and Toshiro. This is literally my team. I'm just going to be using my Max Transcended Toshiro as the main. Toshiro, Noelle as the side. And then Neliel, because she does support both Noelle and Toshiro simultaneously. And I'm just going to pop the Mugetsu link just so that way both Noelle and Toshiro can take advantage of the link and do a little bit more damage. Am I going to get the best score possible? No, but I will be able to still beat all the waves and clear extra waves 1 to 4. So I'll also be able to get all the orbs and still get everything that I need to get. So yeah, it's kind of like we're in a bad spot when it comes to Guild Quest. Range no affiliation is currently one of the worst rotations to ever exist, and we did get a stronger NAD unit, but for whatever reason, that stronger NAD unit is just really not needed at all. If you have Apache, you're fine. Like, just replace Neliel for Apache, and I think you'll be completely fine. And then, if you don't have Noel, then just mega buff this Toshiro, right? Just pop the Zangetsu character and give him the Mugetsu link. That's all you guys really need to do, and you should still be able to clear. 1-5, it's a struggle fest. 2-5, it should be clearable, and then at 5-5, you're gonna be fine. Like, let's be honest, a Max Transcend Toshiro is better than a 2-5 Swimsuit Noel, but if you have Swimsuit Noel 2-5 and Toshiro, and then you have a damage buffer like this Nell or Swimsuit Masaki, you guys are fine, really. But yeah, just don't summon on the banner. I think that you guys should wait to see what end of month is and then choose to see whether you guys need to summon. Keep in mind, we should have Melee No Affiliation as the next special time limited guild quest. And if you guys have access to Oetsu, my advice would be wait and see if you can clear with Oetsu. If you can clear and still get a really good score, there's no need to summon on the new unit for Melee No Affiliation, really. And if you guys can't, then there you guys go. You'll have your motivation for being able to summon for Melee No Affiliation Guild Quest. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I think I've rambled on long enough. Sorry if I've been getting a lot more negative videos out. It's like, this game has been a shit show so far, and I've just been enjoying Dokkan more, even though I got shafted on trying to get Eller Broly, and I just enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen more than this game right now. I don't know, man. Caleb has been doing a lot of bad decisions all year, and it's been bad. So, yeah, take care. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao. I hope to see you guys with a more positive video next time, hopefully.